Hello students, how are you? Hope you are doing well in your studies. Today I am in front of you again with my channel Chemistry Drive. So students, you are looking good with confidence, and the most important thing is that the most important thing you can wear is your confidence. Previously we have studied many chapters of organic chemistry as well as physical chemistry. I have started a series of physical chemistry, that is the solid state. Previously we have discussed about the difference between the amorphous solids and the crystalline solids, and also we have discussed the different types of solids. Now I am taking up the remaining portion of the solid state, that is unit cell, and don't forget to see my video till end, because if you just skip you may miss some important things. So let's start. Our first topic is unit cell. So what is a unit cell? It is a geometrical portion of the crystal lattice. If you just keep on repeating the geometrical portion, you will just lead to the crystal lattice. Just like if you put the brick and again you put the brick over it, you will just lead to the wall, building up of the wall. In the same way, if we just keep on putting the unit cells one over the other, you will lead to the building of a crystal lattice. So crystal lattice and unit cell, there is a difference between the two, and unit cell leads to the building of the crystal lattice. There are different types of unit cell. The number one is the simple cubic unit cell, in which the particles are present at the corners only. Simultaneously, we will also calculate the number of atoms in the simple unit cell. So 8 atoms or the particles, they are present at the 8 corners. So the number of atoms per unit cell will be equal to 1. Okay. The second one is the face centered unit cell. You can see in this the particles are present at the corners as well as at the center also of each face. That is, each particle is present at the face of the face centered unit cell. So how we will calculate the number of atoms per unit cell? Eight particles are present at the corners. So 8 into 1 by 8 plus there are 6 faces, and from each face half of the atom will be shared by the next unit cell. So the total number of the atoms in the FCC structure will be 4. Okay. The next is the body centered unit cell. As you can see that there is an atom present at the center of the BCC crystal. So we will calculate the number of atoms per unit cell in it also. So it will be 8 into 1 by 8, that is the 8 atoms of the particles, they are present at the 8 corners. So in the BCC structure there are 2 atoms per unit cell. Now let's take up another end centered unit cell. You can see in the figure that 8 atoms are present at the 8 corners, and you can see these 2 atoms, they are present at the 2 faces. So how we will calculate the number of atoms in it? Just see. Number of atoms per unit cell in it will be 8 into 1 by 8 plus these 2 atoms, they are shared by 2 unit cells. So the number of atoms per unit cell is 2. Hope it's clear how we are calculating the number of atoms per unit cell. The many thousands of lattice classified into crystal systems. So basically in the solid state we will be discussing about these structures. In the case of triclinic, alpha angle is not equal to beta, it is not equal to gamma, and they are not equal to 90 degree. Similarly their sides, their edges, they are also not equal. A is not equal to B, is not equal to C. The example of it is H3PO3 and copper sulfate along with water of crystallization. Next is monoclinic. As you can see in the monoclinic, alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree, but that is not equal to the beta angle, and all the three edges they are also unequal, and the example of it is sulfur. In the case of orthorhombic, you can see all the three angles are equal, but the edges are not equal. The example of it is barium sulfate and potassium nitrate. Next is the tetragonal. It has all the three angles equal to 90 degree. The two edges are also equal to each other, but they are not equal to the third edge. And the example of it is SnO2, tin oxide and calcium sulfate. So, the fifth one is the cubic. In cubic you can see all the three angles are equal to what? 90 degree, and all the sides are also equal. The example of it is NaCl, that is sodium chloride, and zinc sulfide. In the sixth one you can see alpha is equal to beta, that is the both angles are equal to 90 degree, and the gamma angle is equal to 120 degree. Both the sides are equal, but these sides are not equal to the third side. The example of it is graphite and zinc oxide. Zinc oxide means ZnO. The last one is the trigonal. Trigonal is also known as orthorhombic. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree and gamma is equal to 120 degree. Both the sides are equal, but it is not equal to the third side. The example of it is calcium carbonate and mercuric sulfide. Let's have a look at their structures also. This is the example of simple cubic, as I have explained you about the different angles. All the three edges are equal and all the three angles are also equal, that is equal to 90 degree. In the case of tetragonal also I have explained that the two edges are equal and they are not equal to the third side. All the three angles are equal to 90 degree. In the orthorhombic you can see all the three sides they are of different lengths, but the angles are equal. In hexagonal you can see the two sides are equal to each other, the two angles are also equal to each other, but the third one is the different, that is it is equal to 120 degree. Hope you are getting what I am telling you. You have to draw these figures in order to understand. Rhombohedral you can see that all the three sides are equal and all the three angles they are not equal to 90 degree. So, the next figure is what? It is monoclinic. The two sides are equal, but these sides are not equal to the third side. The two angles are also equal, that is the alpha is equal to gamma angle and beta is not equal to 90 degree. The last one is the triclinic. As I have explained you, all the three sides they are not equal to each other, and similarly all the three angles are also not equal. You should understand all these things, and if you just practice it, you will be able to get it. The more you practice in the solid state about these crystal lattices, the more you become aware of their angles and the sides. So, keep on practicing and don't forget to see my video till end, and also don't forget to comment, like and subscribe my channel.